How's it going, everybody? It is I, Hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and welcome back to another Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle versus Toxicity over here in the UU tier. So I'm just going to lead off with my Hydreigon. It's going to be Choice Scarf, U-turn, and the typical Hydreigon set as he leads off with the Blastoise, the Yum Yum. Give my Hydreigon a nice high five as he Mega Evolves, but I'm going to U-turn on out, as I don't want to catch an Aura Sphere or an Ice Beam. I have a pretty good switch in, which is Primarina. It's going to be max defense, Rest, Sleep Talk with Scald and Moonblast, which is very, very nice, as it can just literally switch in on a lot of water types in the tier. Take hits and rest up if it does get status. Maybe a Empoleon wants to Toxicate or something. So he decides to switch out Mega Blastoise into Amoonguss. I expect that as I go into my fake friends, which is my Mega Houndoom, as I do want to maybe just fire off a Fire Blast or a Dark Pulse, but I do fire off a Taunt first, because just in case the Amoonguss wants to stay in and go for a Spore, that could be a little bit annoying because I'm pretty sure it can live a Fire Blast. So that's why I wanted to go for the Taunt. But he actually makes a nice play going into Talonflame right there, as Talonflame should be able to take the Fire Blast, and it takes the Taunt, and it is going to outspeed my Mega Houndoom as well. So it could go for the Flying Z and just like KO my Mega Houndoom, so that's why I switch out. But he makes a nice play going into Palossand. But Palossand doesn't really threaten Nidoqueen too much, even though Earth Power does a decent amount. It can't knock me out, and Palossand could be threatened out by an Ice Beam. A Life Orb Sheer Force Nidoqueen does not mess around. But I just go for Stealth Rocks right there. So Mega Blastoise came in, I guess, to Wrap Spin, but I made a very risky play there, staying in because I wanted to just try and predict the Mega Blastoise to want to go for a Wrap Spin right there, but he caught me with the Water Pulse, and down goes my Nidoqueen, which is unfortunate. But at least he doesn't have a Zero Aura on his team, which is usually why Nidoqueen is on here. It's like one of my main switches to the Zero Aura. So anyways, I brought in my Life Orb Zero Aura, he brought in Amoonguss. Does not allow Mega Blastoise to take any damage. Go for a knockoff Grid of Amoonguss' item. And now I go into Primarina, expecting the Amoonguss to want to go for a Spore. Pretty risky if the Amoonguss does want to go for a Giga Drain or a Sludge Bomb. If it does have that, usually maybe it's Clear Smog. But I do expect Spore at that time. And now I go into Scizor, as I expect a Giga Drain or a Poison move. Luckily no Hidden Power Fire came out right there. It could probably have Hidden Power Fire though. So I just go for the Banded U-turn with my Scizor as he switches out into Spoopy, the Palossand. And Palossand will take that like a champ, because Palossand has really great defense. And it is an NU mon, but it's actually really good in the UU tier. A lot of lower tier mons are actually pretty decent in the UU tier, like Slowbro, for example. Pretty nice with Regenerator. And also Nidoqueen. So anyways, I brought in Zero Aura. I do have Grass Knot, and I think the Palossand was in range of getting KO'd by Grass Knot, unless it's running like a lot of special defense. Unfortunately though, he makes a smart play going into Amoonguss. Get a nice critical hit right there, doing more than 2% to the Amoonguss. But yeah, I just go into Mega Houndoom, as I expect him to probably just want to go for a Hidden Power Fire, since I showed Scizor was a switch in last time. And now I just go for a Dark Pulse, just an off chance Amoonguss wants to switch out, but he actually stayed in, so I wish I went for a Fire Blast right there. But if Talonflame came out, I'd rather to go for the Dark Pulse, and plus it hits Mega Blastoise for more damage. So I go for another Dark Pulse, get a nice flinch right there. I don't think it mattered too much unless he has Sludge Bomb, and maybe he was hoping to get some more chip damage off on it and maybe get a poison. But really, Mega Houndoom goes down to pretty much anything. Maybe he wants me to put me in range for like a Brave Bird from Talonflame though, if he went for a Sludge Bomb, if he does have that. But usually, like I said, it's Clear Smog. So over here I made another risky play, predicting the Blastoise to want to stay in and Wrap Spin. I mean, obviously it's going to stay in. It came in, and luckily I did get that play right. It could have just Water Pulsed me, but luckily I just went for the Wrap Spin. So now in comes Klefki on another Dark Pulse, and Innovative is going to switch out, I guess baiting me to go for the Fire Blast, going into the Latias. A very good play, but I have a pretty decent switch into Latias, unless it's going to be Electrium Z, Thunder, or Thunderbolt. That could be a problem, but I'm going to pray it's not that, and I'm going to go into my Primarina. And luckily, plus if it was, I could just go right back into Mega Houndoom and Dark Pulse it. Like, it's either Choice Scarf, outspeed Mega Houndoom, or if it's not going to be Choice Scarf, then Mega Houndoom will outspeed it. So I either would lose my Primarina right there, or I would try and revenge it with Mega Houndoom. And Mega Houndoom would go in for sure against Toxicity's team. So anyways, I brought in Mega Houndoom right there, making a nice prediction into Klefki, and now I catch it with a Fire Blast, as luckily Toxicity did not switch out their Klefki and bring in Latias, but they did get a nice spike up. So, and now in comes Talonflame. I decided to just stay in with the Mega Houndoom and go for a Dark Pulse, because Talonflame is a huge threat if it does Soarzance up and goes for the Flying Z, and it is priority with Gale Wings when it's max full HP, and it can just KO my Houndoom. So that's why I was really scared about that. And then also it could go for like a priority Brave Bird against Zeraora as well, and that could do a lot. And maybe put me in range of pretty much anything. I mean, it could KO me with +2. I don't know. Zeraora is pretty bulky though. I mean, maybe with a crit. So, anyways, in came the Pal Sand as I just go for the knockoff. Is probably my best play because I don't need to go for Plasma Fist since the Talonflame was in range of getting KO'd by knockoff. And I'm pretty sure that was like Z-move Talonflame since it's like the only reasonable Z-mover on the team. Lottie could be the Z-mover as well, but I'm pretty sure it's Scarf since he brought it in on my Houndoom earlier. So anyways, in came the Lottie again. I'm pretty sure it's Scarf. I don't want to catch a Draco Meteor on my Zeraora since Zeraora literally just wins the game. I go into Primarina, and I do have Sleep Talk, and I am going to go for it right here as he does switch into Talonflame. And unfortunately, I Sleep Talk, pretty much an attack that will knock out Talonflame because, I mean, I think Moonblast would KO Talonflame in that range. But I Sleep Talk Scald right there, so that's really nice for me. And Primarina Sleep Talk is pretty nice. Like, I used it a while back in a really bulky team. It got me pretty high in the UU ladder, so definitely try it out because a lot of people expect it to be specs, but defensive is the way to go. I used it in a draft league a lot too. People always expect it to be Scarf. So Lottie went for the trick right there, I guess hoping that would stop me from Sleep Talking a Moonblast, but nope, I get pretty fortunate right there, Sleep Talking a Moonblast right there, and knocking out the Lottie. Get a crit, which doesn't matter unless Lottie would be like a Soul Fest and like release Spadef, but I'm pretty sure it's not since it tricked. So. And in comes the Mega Blastoise, that's the last mon. I just Sleep Talk and get a Scald, which is pretty nice. I am locked into Sleep Talk, so that's pretty much what I'm going to go for. He does go for Water Pulse, gets a nice Confusion right there, 30% chance. I wake up, and I think I'm just going to hit myself right there. It doesn't really matter. And yeah, pretty much the game is over since Zeraora can just come in and click Plasma Fist. So I just switch out right here as it's pretty much just going to bring in Hydreigon since I'm pretty sure Mega Blastoise is not going to go for an Orchard, but it did, so pretty nice play. Knocking out Hydreigon right there, but it doesn't matter because I could just bring in my Zeraora and just go for Plasma Fist if I want to, unless I just want to lose the game. So that's going to be a GG versus Toxicity. Pretty nice game versus him. Made some risky plays, but I like to play a little bit aggressive sometimes and position Mega Houndoom in the right turn so that it can KO some mons. So I think I played that pretty well with Mega Houndoom, if I do say so myself. And next game we got is versus Diddy, and he got Mega Steelix. Ooh, I like that guy. And Zeraora, so I got a pretty nice switch into that, which is Nidoqueen. Crawdaunt, which is a threat, but I have a pretty good switch into that, which is defensive Primarina, even though Swords Dance Crawdaunt could be a threat. Crabhammer does do a lot if it Swords Dances up. Rotomo, usually the Z mover, I would say. Rotomo could be Electrum Z or Grassium Z. Could be Scarf though, I don't know. But Chandelure, you don't see that too much. And then Togekiss, it's probably the annoying Air Slash Serene Grace set. That is probably an Astaplat, maybe Roost and Heal Bell. A lot of people like to run that, but it's really good. So, anyways, I'll lead off Hydreigon. It's usually my go-to lead because it just U-turns on everything. It's really nice Pokemon that can just scout, first turn leads and pivot. So he leads off of Crawdaunt. I get some nice chip off with the U-turn and go into my Primarina. As Crawdaunt usually can't do much to Hydreigon unless it's carrying Superpower, but yeah, pretty interesting he stayed in right there. And he turns out to be Life Orb as well, so that's good information. So I just fire off a Moonblast. He doesn't have a too good switch into Primarina since most of his Pokemon don't appreciate Fairy and Water moves. As Rotomo does come out and takes good chip from that. So now I bring in Hydreigon as Rotomo can't really do too much to Hydreigon. There's no Hidden Power Fairy in the move slots in Pokemon, so I'm not going to be fearing that. And in comes Togekiss. So I'm just going to go for a U-turn as I should be able to outspeed a Togekiss, even if it's Choice Scarf, because I'm Choice Scarf Hydreigon. So now I bring in Zeraora as he actually goes for the Aura Sphere, so nice play. Usually don't expect Togekiss to have Aura Sphere. I thought it would just be like the Air Slash set, so that's why I brought in Zeraora Raw into Togekiss. And then he makes another nice play as I go for a close combat, expecting Steelix to want to come out, but he stays in going for the Aura Sphere again, not fearing the Plasma Fist, so I lose my Zeraora right there. So that's kind of unfortunate. He played pretty aggressive right there. I mean, the Aura Sphere on the Hydreigon kind of makes sense since Hydreigon is weak to it, but I would figure like a Dazzling Gleam or something, which is fair. Maybe he doesn't have that Dazzling Gleam, maybe he just has Aura Sphere and Air Slash or something like that, maybe even Flamethrower. But anyways, brought in Nidoqueen, I go for Stealth Rocks as Steelix came out, and Mega Steelix is a threat if it goes for Earthquake. It could maybe knock me out, but I'm going to make the play, go for the Earth Power as I expect Mega Steelix to want to go for maybe Stealth Rocks or predict and maybe go for like a Toxic or a Heavy Slam. as you know, I do have Hydreigon to come in. Maybe Hydreigon can not take too much from Heavy Slam, and it's immune to Earthquake, and it gives a pretty free switching usually, because if they go for Stealth Rocks, I am gonna drop a Draco or a Dark Pulse. So even though they do still have Togekiss, so I don't know. But anyways, yeah, he just went for the Heavy Slam. I take that like a champ. I am defense and Nidoqueen Black Sludge, and it's pretty nice. I still have my Nidoqueen because it's one of my switches to Zeraora. So anyways, in comes Chandelure. I go into Houndoom. Luckily, I do have Flash Fire, and Chandelure, I guess, locks himself into that. I mean, Chandelure can't do much to Houndoom either way, but it has, what, Hit Power Ground? What is it going to do? Maybe Toxic. But, yeah, Mega Houndoom is in. It's now, and I just go for the Fire Blast with Flash Fire Boost, and down goes the Rotomo. He had no switch into that. But now he has the Revenger, which is Zeraora. It should be faster than Mega Houndoom, so I'm going to switch out, predict the close combat, and, yeah. Nidoqueen should be able to take that like a champ, unless you're going to be like bulk up Steelium Z Iron Tail. That could maybe knock me out at this range, like if he predicted me to switch out. But yeah, he just goes for the close combat, and plus I doubt anybody would run that. So in comes Togekiss. I just go for the Sludge Wave. I guess he doesn't have a good switch in anymore to Nidoqueen. I have Sludge Wave Earth Power, and yeah, Nidoqueen has pretty nice coverage. So down goes Togekiss. So in comes Chandelure. I guess he expected an Earth Power right there. It makes sense since Zeraora is weak to it. And he didn't want to bring in Chandelure, which does resist poison, but Earth Power would KO it. So Togekiss, I guess, was his play. Maybe he can try and Air Slash finish me down. So go into my Mega Houndoom, take that nice Shadow Ball, and now I just go for the Dark Pulse. Maybe he's Choice Specs. It looks... I don't know if that's Choice Specs damage. Could be. I mean, it does do a lot, but Chandelure does have insane special attack. So... not too sure, but either way, I didn't really need to go for Fire Blast. I'd rather just Dark Pulse and KO the Chandelure. So in comes Zeraora. I don't need Mega Houndoom anymore, so I just decide to sack it. Since Nidoqueen looks pretty nice versus the rest of the team, I can just bring it in and KO some monsters with Earth Power. So Zeraora actually turns out to be Steelium Z Iron Tail. I'm like, oh, well, that could have been a threat if it had like maybe Grass Knot with Steelium Z. Since the Grass Knot could do a little chunk to Nidoqueen, not too much, but Nidoqueen could take a little chunk to it. Since or if it was more specially attack invested, it could do a lot. So I do take that Steelium Z pretty nicely, since, you know, defense and Nidoqueen, and I KO you with Earth Power. So very nice, very nice. So in comes the Crawdaunt. It's gonna knock me out with the Aqua Jets, as I don't need Nidoqueen anymore, so I'm just gonna sack it to the Crawdaunt. And yeah, Life Orb Crawdaunt can't really KO any other Pokemon, since I can just bring in my Scizor and just go for the U-turn. Pretty sure Scizor is faster than the Crawdaunt, and I don't really need to go for Bull Punch, and yeah, U-turn is not to him, so that's going to be a GG. And yeah, we got one last game versus Kite, and he has a pretty interesting team, not going to lie. And this game was pretty nice, since I did make a risky play versus the Nidoqueen, and Steelix, when Steelix was out, went for the Earth Power. He could have went for the Earthquake, and if I lost Nidoqueen, that would have been really bad, because then Zeraora literally just came in and claimed some lives. Close combat and Plasma Fist without Nidoqueen. I don't have a good switch into that. So luckily it did not Earthquake my Nidoqueen. Yeah, sometimes I like to make some really risky plays that might lose me the game. I mean, if you saw my RU game yesterday, you saw that I lost my Zygarde to Mega Blastoise when I could have just kept it and won the game. So last game we got versus Kites, and yeah, he has a Golduck, Suicune, and Empoleon, 3 water types, which is pretty dope, since, you know, water types are kind of the type that you can just stack on a team. Probably Mega Aggron with Stealth Rocks, I'm guessing. Togekiss again, probably Air Slash, and then another Zeraora. Everybody loves using Zeraora. Kind of expected Zeraora to be in Smash Ultimate, but yeah, we got Incineroar, if you guys haven't seen it. Incineroar is in it, so it's going to be cool. I don't know. Would it be good? Leave it down in the comments if you think Incineroar would be good in Smash. So anyways, the lead off of my Banded Zeraora looked pretty nice versus him, as I could just U-turn on it pretty much everything, or Bullet Punch everything. Like, he doesn't have a good lead versus Scizor. So he leads off a Golduck, get a nice, beautiful U-turn off on the Golduck, and now I just bring in my defense of Primarina, which should be able to take anything Golduck wants to go for. He fires off the Psyshock. Pretty cool that he has Swift Swim with Rain Dance lead Golduck. Maybe it's like a Damp Rock set as a lead, because, you know, Drizzle is banned from UU, so maybe a Z-move Golduck as well, because I've seen some Z-move Palm Mine Golducks before. Anyways, he brings in Empoleon. I'm guessing this might be just like bulky Empoleon, so I switch out my Primarina into the Zeraora. Maybe it could be offensive with Flash Cannon, but he makes a very nice play going for the Hydro Pump. And I was like, oh, well, I lose my Zeraora, which is actually terrible, since Zeraora put in so much work versus his team. So now I'm going to hope that I don't get KO'd with Scizor, and maybe he misses Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump would easily KO Scizor, But luckily, he goes for Scald, but unfortunately I do get burnt. But Superpower does not knock out Empoleon. I am banded, so that burn halving my attack really mattered a lot. But luckily he didn't Hydro Pump, because Hydro Pump would KO Scizor. So yeah, that Empoleon got me real good right there. Really offensive Empoleon with Hydro Pump and Scald. And yeah, I actually just did not expect him to Hydro Pump a Primarina, so maybe he expected me to switch out. So I bring in Mega Houndoom just to revenge the Empoleon, but he actually switches out into the Suicune, and it takes a nice Dark Pulse, so pretty nice chip on the Suicune. And I'm actually scared of Suicune, because losing Zero Aura is one of my main ways of breaking through Suicune. So I could taunt it, or I could just Nasty Plot up, but Scald or maybe Hydro Pump does a lot in rain. That could KO my Mega Houndoom. So I go for another Dark Pulse, maybe hope for a flinch. Plus the first Dark Pulse did a lot, but he just goes for the Hydro Pump and knocks out Mega Houndoom, so that is bad. I already lost so many Pokemon. So I bring in Hydreigon over here, and pretty much go for the Dark Pulse, as I'm hoping he doesn't go into Togekiss, because Togekiss will literally just wall my Hydreigon, since I don't have Stealing MZ or Poisoning MZ. I mean, I could have Flash Cannon, but I'm Choice Scarf, and I didn't lock myself into that if I did have it either way. Anyways, in comes Zero Aura. I don't want to catch it close combat, as I know Dark Pulse won't knock out Zero Aura, and plus I have a pretty dedicated switch in, which is my Nidoqueen. As I remember he ran this last time versus me, Zero Aura with Lumberry and Outrage, so I'm pretty sure he ran the same set like last time. So I just go for Earth Power. Unfortunately, Zero Aura lives that, which is actually kind of bad, since Nidoqueen is going to get even more weakened and maybe put in range of an Air Slash from Togekiss. So he gets confused right there. He has that Lumberry, so he can just not get confused again and hit himself at least. But I knocked him out with Earth Power. I really wanted to get Stealth Rocks up, but I just couldn't, because that Outrage Zero Aura could actually beat my Nidoqueen. So in comes Togekiss. I'm pretty sure it's just going to Air Slash flinch me, but it actually goes for a Z move, and I'm like, what is a Z move? It's Water Z. What does Togekiss learn? And it's move pool that is Water move, and I'm pretty sure it's Water Pulse. So Hydro Vortex, Water Pulse, I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure that's the only move Togekiss learns. Knocks out Nidoqueen, so that's pretty cool. I did not expect a Water Pulse on a Togekiss. I'm pretty sure it's Water Pulse, because, you know, Serene Grace and Confusion, it just makes sense, unless I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it does not learn Surf. But yeah, I bring in Primarina, go for the Moonblast, as he goes for the Nasty Plot. That is like my worst nightmare, because now this Togekiss is probably just going to flinch me down and win the game. But he actually switched out right there, which really confused me, because he could have just like Air Slashed me and hoped for a flinch, because yeah, I would have gotten the nice Moonblast damage off and put him in range of any attack that I wanted to go for with my last mon. But I mean, I do have Hydreigon in the back, so I think it would live a Dark Pulse from after another Moonblast, unless he was fearing me to go for Fire Blast, which could be a problem since Mega Aggron is weak to Fire Blast, but it does have Filter. But I don't know, he could have just went for Air Slash. I think he said he just did that for fun though, so it does give me a fighting chance to come back. But it is a little misplaced, since Mega Aggron can't break through a defensive Primarina. His other mon is Empoleon, which I don't think can do much to Primarina when it has Rest Talk. And Hydreigon as well could take a hit, unless it's like Ice Beam. So he brings in the Empoleon. It does have Flash Cannon, so I was like, dang, he actually got me with the Hydro Pump earlier. So really wish I stayed in Primarina and just like scalded him and trying to get a burn, because usually I like to do that, because Primarina can beat Empoleon if I can Scald Burn it, and with Rest Talk. So yeah, Togekiss comes in, I get a nice free Moonblast off, as he has to Nasty Plot up again, and pretty much I have to hope that I don't get flinched, because it's going to come down to the wire again, because it's actually kind of the same scenario. Since a little bit, it's the same scenario. He would have been a little bit more healthier if he did flinch me first, but luckily he did not flinch me right there, so Primarina is going to knock out Togekiss. So, phew! Dr. Bull right there, because I don't think Hydreigon would have KO'd Togekiss. I'd have to hope for a flinch as well with Dark Pulse, maybe. Potentially, if I wanted to go that route. So, that is going to be it for the Wi-Fi battles. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to your thing, and I guess common question of the day is, did you guys have a good Halloween? Because we got Halloween yesterday, so yeah, leave it down in the comments what you guys did for Halloween, and I'll see you guys in the next video, if you even celebrate Halloween. Maybe you don't. Maybe only in the US they celebrate Halloween. I'm not too sure. So peace, everybody.